Welcome back to the show. Many times people are referring to the new normal in 2020. Well, sometimes a new normal can be a good thing, even when it comes to medical problems. That's why we're going to welcome in our friend Andrew Reinhardt from South Bay Medical Clinic to share with us maybe a new treatment that you haven't heard of yet that can fix a, age-old problem. Andrew, how are you?
I'm doing well. The age-old problem, we're talking about erectile dysfunction. Now, I know this is a topic that guys, couples kind of shy away from, but it is a problem. It can wreak havoc on a relationship. Now, South Bay Medical Clinic is treating ED in a very different way. It's not a pill. It's not injections. It's not surgery. It's called acoustic wave therapy. FDA registered device, clinically shown to open up and regrow blood vessels. So after 30 years of the pill, we're finally treating the root cause of the problem, the damaged blood vessels and the blood flow. We're getting couples back to normal and natural function in the bedroom. Think spontaneity with no side effects. That's what these treatments are achieving.
So I want to put my skeptic hat on here. And so many times you do think of the pill. It's become such a reference, to society these days. It seems like that might be easier to take because people may wonder, are these results long lasting once I get the treatments from South Bay Medical Center? What do you say to those people?
Oh, yeah, it is definitely long lasting. There was one study that put hundreds of men through the treatment, went back to them 36 months later, the results still standing. So we don't know about permanent. I don't know if I'd say 30 years, but you are going to get results for many years. And unlike the pill, which you have to take every time, the typical patient would do a few treatments over a couple of weeks. That's it. You're done. We repair the blood vessels and we get the blood flow going where you want it, when you want it.
Andrew, when you're working with different patients, I'm assuming you hear the same excuses that men and couples tend to give you on why they procrastinated this, why they didn't want to seek treatment. What do you hear out there, and how do you want to kind of change that line of thinking?
Well, this is super common. The majority of erectile dysfunction goes untreated because it's a little embarrassing. It's tied to a man's sense of self-worth. So he'd rather continue to struggle than get the problem fixed, which I think is backwards. I hate to say this, but if you do nothing about your erectile dysfunction, it will not cure itself. It will not heal itself. It will get worse, and you'll get to the point where you have zero function. So if you're experiencing that, now is the time to get it treated. And think about this, 2 to 3 weeks from now, not that long, you could throw the pills away and get back to normal.
And you even shared with us how many side effects come with taking the pill that I didn't, had no idea. You don't hear about the side effects, but people who have had to deal with it, they know those side effects well.
They do. And they know that the headaches and the blurred vision is coming the next day. And also for a lot of guys, the pill never works in the first place. So they end up taking too much of it. They deal with too many side effects. The results just aren't worth it. And there's also a really large percentage of guys now that it's dangerous to take the pill because of heart problems or blood pressure issues or nitrates. So it really is not a good solution for ED.
And people, just to kind of put their mind at ease, what does science say about these treatments that you're able to offer?
Well, if you're curious about this and you want to do a lot of research, the science page at southbaymedicalclinic.com has about a dozen clinical studies. But let me tell you about two. Cambridge. Most people have heard of Cambridge. When they come out and study something, it means it's legitimate. They tested this. They put guys through the treatments. Very high success rate. Also, the American Urological Association. They've now tested this with hundreds of men. They called it revolutionary. So we know the science is sound. We can regrow blood vessels. ED is a blood flow problem, and that's what we're treating.
Andrew, we are out of time, but if people are still hesitant, a special offer may be enticing. What do you have for us today?
Yes, call us now. If you or your partner are struggling with ED, we will do the assessment, the exam, even the blood flow ultrasound, totally free, plus a little special gift that produces instant results in the bedroom. $500 value, free to those that call now.
Andrew, as always, thanks for being with us today. And again, there was the contact information you see on the screen, and we hope you stay there because more Morning Blend on the other side of the break.